Welcome back. As we continue with our second segment of the show, I have somebody who has never been on here at all. And also she's new to the scene at IU East. This is Reece Shirley. She's a freshman here on the volleyball team. And Reece, just to get the formalities out of the way, just really quickly, tell me where you're from and what high school you went to.
I'm from Michigan City, Indiana. Not Michigan, a lot of people think so, but and then I went there for high school too, Michigan City High School.
And I'm assuming you played volleyball in high school. What was that like?
Yeah, I played all 4 years, started all varsity all 4 years, and I kind of did a little bit more than I do here, as in position-wise. Like here, I'm just a setter, but there I would hit and set and kind of do a little bit of everything.
Now, was there a reason you had to play so many different positions at once?
Yeah, we had a girl that was also a setter too, and kind of high school you more play what the team needs. So.
Yeah, and so from that, you ended up at IU East.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's a wild story. How did you end up from Michigan City to Richmond, Indiana?
Yeah, it's kind of a far drive, but I went with the recruiting website, NCSA, which a lot of people do nowadays and stuff. So you have a recruiting coach, and you could send your video in and everything. And I had some videos out, and I had some articles on videos and everything, and they reached out to me. We had a phone call, visited, and then kind of went from there.
So did Coach McConaughey actually watch you play in person, or was it just video?
Just video.
And was that before COVID hit, or was that?
It was before, but
Okay.
then I practiced with the team, so she saw me play then.
So you had videos up, she saw you play videos, called, I'm assuming it went great now because you're playing on the team, and you're just about to get ready to finish your freshman season. It's been wild with COVID. I mean, there were barely fans allowed to attend. The season itself, it was an undefeated season, except for close to the end. But just tell me a little bit about that season. What was your freshman year like playing for IU East?
Yeah, it was kind of crazy with everything, which everything is nowadays, but we're hit with a lot of adversity, not knowing when we would come back to practice, not know if we have a game tomorrow or what was going to happen, so we had to just kind of fight through all of that and work hard no matter what tomorrow brought, because we never knew what it was going to bring. So we had a lot of success. We, like you said, we won all of our games in the season, and yeah, we kind of grew together as a team. Everyone was nice, and we all blended really well together.
Now, you said that you are a setter on the team, and we've seen you play the entire season, but realistically, you probably would have been in a different position because Taylor McKinney was the setter before she got injured during the year.
Yeah.
So subbing in for this team, playing as a young player, what did you learn from those older players on the team?
I learned kind of the dynamic of the team and our team's culture and kind of what they stood for and what they wanted to get done. And before season started, we had a couple meetings about what our goals were. So our goals were to win conference and do all this stuff and make it to nationals. So knowing that, we kind of did what we had to do to get to that.
And it sounds like a culture of winning, but how would you describe the culture overall for the team?
We have a culture statement, and it's talking about how our strong women of athlete women and stuff, how we're going to build each other up in a culture and an environment built on love, trust, and pride. So kind of just the building together on an environment and that consists of love, and we got to trust each other and everything. So it was nice.
Well, for the most part, it seems like you guys love each other, minus a few jabs here and there. But overall, it seems like it went pretty well. And I know nationals are coming up this April. Since it's your first time ever playing in a national setting like that, what are you expecting to face?
I feel like it's going to be a lot calmer with not as much fans and stuff. So kind of the energy that would be outside, we have to bring it to ourselves and keep it within inside and keep it calm. So I feel I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we got, and we're doing new things and trying things out at practice, and kind of that's what fall season's about, just kind of figuring out figuring out what doesn't work and everything. So I'm excited to see what we're going to do and how it's all going to come together.
And that's actually an interesting point you brought up with a lack of fans.
Yeah.
The energy is just completely different. I noticed that broadcasting not only volleyball, but basketball and soccer and things like that.
Yeah.
How much can you be affected by either the presence of fans or the lack of fans?
Yeah, I think it kind of depends on the person. If you're a person that feeds off of the energy of the fans or not. But for me, I feel it was kind of sad, your parents couldn't come to certain games or different things like that. But for the most part, kind of enjoyed it because it was kind of, you couldn't like blame anything on anything else besides yourself. So you had to be like held accountable for your actions.
Sounds kind of scary, honestly. But the good news is that we've been broadcasting everything. So has your family been watching throughout the season? Right. That's good, at least, because I know a lot of parents have been really wanting to see their kids play. And of course, you're a freshman getting to play college ball for the first time. Right. So what do your parents think about this?
They're excited. They're really supportive, and they're excited to see what else it brings.
Yeah, and you've done so well this season that you've actually won a few awards. Could you tell me just a little bit about those?
We have like Setter of the Week, Defense Player of the Week, and Offense Player of the Week. And at setting, I've won almost every week I've been playing, besides I think one or a couple because of Corona and stuff. But yeah, it kind of does your how many sets, like average of sets and just different things. So couldn't do without passers and hitters. So I was glad we did good with that.
Well, did you expect that?
I didn't even know we had it. So, no. Okay. So then once I figured out we had it, they kind of made a joke about like, oh, it's Reese's award. So after I knew they had it, that was a goal every week.
Yeah, we're actually seeing on screen some of the plays, at least the most important plays from the season. There's just something about the grace that you have hitting some of these sets. Like, there were some sets where you would just hit them behind the back. It's like almost like you have eyes in the back of your head. How do you sense when a play is getting ready to be set up?
Well, we have our game plans and everything too, but honestly, it's just kind of practice. And I would always go before practice, after practice, during club and high school, and that like built a lot of like mental, or not mental, they built a lot of muscle memory. So just kind of, it feels natural. Like everything I do just feels natural. It's not like, it's just kind of fluid.
What's the training like, especially since everything feels so fluid?
It's just kind of like getting lots of reps and kind of figuring out what works, and then also the game plan helps a lot too with that. So you know who to set or like when to set them and everything. And you
keep talking about reps and practice over and over again.
Yeah.
Is practice more strenuous when it comes to college ball compared to high school ball?
Yeah, it's a lot different. Because in high school we only had like one coach, and sometimes our assistant coach would come. But here, like, we have Coach Keen, and he really helps with the setters. So I like having the one-on-one, like, actual like feedback every time. So it helps a lot.
And since you're a freshman, just talking quickly about academics, what do you plan on doing for your time at IU East?
I wasn't sure first semester. I had a couple classes that would help me decide what I wanted to do. But I'm going to go with majoring in business and then minoring in entrepreneurship. And hopefully one day I'll start my own business. I'm not sure what, but I'll figure it out along the way.
Hey, become the next Amazon CEO.
Right?
That's the goal.
Hopefully.
And just finally, the last question I have is, I know you're young, you're new on the team, but is there any advice that you could give to seniors in high school or any athletes in high school that might be thinking about playing volleyball in college?
Yeah, I would visit lots of places and see what you like, see what you don't, and focus a lot on academics, not just the sports or the coaches, but what schools have what you want to do. And I think if it feels like home, go with it.
All right, well, thank you so much, Reece, for stopping by on the show. It's the first time, kind of scary, but
Thank you.
Good luck with Nationals coming up, and also go start a business.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.